Hi, welcome to Northern Comfort Tarot. My name is Danny, and this is Trifecta Readings. To my left or right or bottom, we have Empress of Duality, Brooke.
Hey guys.
And Jessica from Whispers of Grace Healing, LLC. I do all kinds of things. You can find out how or what I do down in the description. I got personal readings and stuff that I offer, so you can check that out. In the links below, I also have linked everybody that you see here tonight, their channel, the YouTube channel. So if you're interested in getting a personal reading from either or of them, you can find out how to or where to go on their channel. And then on their channel, they have, I guess, an about section where you can find their email address. Or I know Jessica on every both of them, I guess, on every post that they have, right? On every video that they have in their description box, you can actually
Danny,
get all the info. What's up?
The title.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just so people know, you know what I mean?
I'm going to change that right now. Thank you.
If you could adjust that in that, love. So do we have some people on the list already?
I'm posting to YouTube and Facebook right now.
Okay.
I'm just going to hit send. That's all saved. All right.
Let me get a...
Hey, Ellie.
Hey, what up, y'all? Ellie, hey.
Hey, Sheila. Hey, Mike. How's it going, brother? Nice to have
everyone,
you. I changed the title. I'm bad with the titles, man. Like, I always forget those. Dudes. Duties.
Doody-doo.
Diana, welcome. So we're going to get started in a bit. We're just warming up, letting people come in. As far as the readings tonight, if you would like a personal reading, usually I just copy, cut, and paste that, right? Let me see if I can do that. I'll just copy, cut, and paste right here this stuff.
See, Jess, we were all of us in here right now. I swear we were all in your live earlier.
I don't doubt it. I was watching, I was trying to catch the comments, but I didn't catch everyone. And then David texted me afterwards, and he was like, I didn't mean it like that. And I was like, dude, I just saw this one part, but I guess the message needs to be heard regardless, you know. When I started going off on the whole unconditional love.
Oh, girl, you were going in. That message was freaking beautiful.
Yeah.
Look, I got some new cards, y'all. Danny got them for me.
Ooh,
by the way, in case y'all noticed my finger, my dog dragged me in the rocks today trying to chase ducks, and I ripped my whole fingernail off. Like, my whole fingernail off, y'all. So, that was fun getting ready tonight.
I'm sure.
Oh my gosh. You ever try washing your hair with no fingernail? Dude.
Oh my God.
I was freaking Danny out earlier because it was literally like hanging by thread. I was lifting it up and showing him up under my nail. He was hanging.
It was gross, man. I don't take well to... I've been through a lot, you know what I mean, in my life with blood and guts and stuff hanging out and muscles. But I just can't, man. I couldn't even look at that fingerprint. I was going to puke.
I'm sitting here biting my nail, trying to get it off my fake nail, off my real nail.
Jesus.
The struggle was real, y'all.
Did you end up getting it off?
Yep.
Okay.
Ain't no bitch in my blood.
All right. Don't ever show me that. Don't ever show me that.
Y'all, I got scratch marks from here all the way down my leg. Needless to say, we left the park kind of early today.
Yeah. So like I said in the beginning, hey, welcome everybody. And if you guys would like a reading, we're here for a bit. We've got a max at, total max at 7. 7 readings that we can do today. If you guys don't want a reading, that's fine. We're up for talking. But if you're interested in a personal reading by all 3 of us, the dollar sign is $60, and you can hit the link that's in the comment section, and we'll get to you.
So I got all my stuff pulled up, but yeah, guys, thank you for being here. Make sure y'all like and share the video so we can get the message out, because regardless, like Danny said, we'll still talk. There's been a lot that has been shifting for us as well, if y'all haven't noticed, and I feel like there's a lot of powerful messages that need to come out anyway. And I will say, Danny, usually on my my mini reads, like if I don't get anyone within like,
I was thinking about doing a collective.
To, you know, kind of pull in that energy as well. But yeah, guys, listen, you have 3 really powerful readers who have just gone through a major upgrade. Okay, ready to be of service to you. So, you know, if you need or are just looking for some clarity, you know, regardless of what it may have to do with, we are here to be of service for you tonight. So make sure that you get the word out, and we are here for you. Okay, so make sure you hit that like, that share button, and you know, if you need a reading, that donation link's down in the bottom. That like, that share.
Yay! I finally got to get my link to share it out. Sweet.
Well, I'm glad you figured yours out. I'm struggle busting over here.
Oh,
Got it.
my struggle was because we were on my channel, but I couldn't get in. Okay.
You fixed the title, right?
I did. I should have. It should be totally different now. Let me see here. Rebecca gets one. No, it says live Cancer and Aries. God damn it.
Get it together, babe.
You want me to start it again? Fuck.
I don't know what you're doing with your life. Like, I don't know, love.
Well, everybody, you guys can hear all of them this time, right? That's number 1. I would think.
Sheila says everything's good. Man.
What?
Woo. Spirit's ready. I just pulled us a couple cards just to get the energy flowing. And listen, everything that I just said is all right here. The message that I said earlier is right here. So awakening was the first thing to pop out, okay? And listen, we're all feeling it. We've been feeling it. We knew that eventually this huge upload, download, whatever you want to call it, this upgrade, right? We've all been coming to this. We feel the shift. Most of the time, I feel like we're all kind of in smaller shifts, you know, to make it a little more bearable, but some have been more intense and some have been more long. And that's the individual journeys, right? Because we're all kind of going through it at different times and at different paces and learning similar but different lessons. And it's finding that individual power within yourself and within that journey to open up the gates to heaven. To that pure love, right? To that seeing the doors that are opening for you through that pain, through the growing pains of what is the rebirth, right? That phoenix energy I've been feeling for weeks. Like, this is what they're talking about, guys. The doors are opening up for us to learn, to use the tools that we're learning to help bring us to this higher state of consciousness and find that healing is the source to life. That through God and source and spirit and our angel love team that supports us every bit of this journey in order to cleanse our physical bodies, to cleanse our souls of the karma and the dharma we're picking up on the way, and continuing our movement towards that light, no matter how many bridges we have to cross, how many we have to burn, how many do we have to go over and learn these tools in order to keep moving on to the next stage. But what's the lesson in all of it? Faith in the process. That complete surrender, even down to your very childhood memories. And understanding that every bit of this journey is about how much faith you're putting in yourself and with spirit. Knowing that those signs, those synchronicities, and those messages are always there for you to receive when you're still. When you're on your knees and you're praying, Lord, give me a sign, those signs will always come.
And they're so gentle too, you know, they're so subtle. They're so subtle that it's just, you know, everything you want could be right in front of your face. Every answer you need could be right in front of your face, but it's so easy to miss it, y'all. It's so easy to miss it. And that's why it's so important to continue to raise your vibration, raise your vibration, raise your vibration. If there's anything I have learned through, you know, going through the depths of the darkness of my soul, is to just continue to find a different perspective, continue to choose a perspective that is serving me, you know, because I'm gonna be real with y'all. Nothing comes out of focusing on the pain. You know, you can feel it, but when you're feeling that pain, you don't have to sit there and go through why it's painful, who did it, what's wrong, you know, any of that. You can just sit there and focus on like just a perspective that's serving you, and how you looking into that. Be proud of yourself and say, God damn, I'm so fucking strong because I can look at myself, you know? I can look at myself and everything I'm not proud of, or everything I should have done, everything I shouldn't have done, and I can still fucking love myself. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's hard, y'all. So it's like giving yourself the credit and just the benefit of the doubt, man. Cutting yourself some slack. But I'll tell y'all what, the energy has been lit lately.
Yeah. And it's about having those conscious connections, not only with yourself, but with your higher self and your spiritual team, you know, with the people that you're choosing to interact with and accept into your life, and saying, you know, like, if we want things to change, we have to understand that we are the creator, right? I am. That is spirit's way. When it comes to law of attraction, you are. And when you understand that you are the creator, your inner peace and your truth, that leads to fulfillment in the here and now. I mean, they are talking so hard. All we have to do is be in that mode of receiving, like,
make the effort. Yep.
And sometimes we get so caught up in, like, you know, what making the effort, right? Like, when we say make the effort, like, that's such a big statement, right? Because there's so many ways that you can make the effort. And sometimes our making the effort is to sit back, let go, be still, you know, and yet we distract ourselves so much. You know, I used to be one of those people. I went from one end to the other because that's how I do. But it's like I used to go, and I still have problems turning that off. You know, getting to that point where it's like feeling like if I'm literally not doing anything, that I'm not being in that moment, like having a purpose, right? But it is having a purpose because it's quieting yourself to hear what is actually going on. That mental chatter that you should have just stopped, you know, and processed fucking weeks ago. And yet you distract yourself so much that you're not learning the lesson. And then the moment you actually sit and be quiet because your body's at hit a wall, it's like.
And then when that wall comes up, and you hear your thoughts, and you're like, oh, this is who I am. No, the fuck it ain't. Because if it was who you are, I could promise you, you wouldn't have a problem with it. It wouldn't hurt you. It wouldn't bother you. If it was you, you wouldn't have a hard time looking at it. But once that you fucking hit that wall, and you're like, oh shit, is this who I am? Is this what I've created? And you believe it, and it feels so bad. It feels so bad for a reason, because you're not thinking in alignment with the truth. So that's a red flag. When something that you're thinking makes your body respond to the point where you feel depressed or angry or whatever, that's a red flag that you are not thinking in alignment with the truth. You are not thinking in alignment with love, and you need to find a different and higher perspective and way to look at it.
It is. It's huge. See, I'm telling you, sorry, Danny, we're not letting you get a word in.
Oh, it's good. I'm gonna take a break here for a minute.
We're just having a conversation.
How you doing in the chat? We've been talking about it, guys. Like, you know, I really think that the way that we all bounce off of each other is just, you know, the conversations are so deep and so real. I think it would.
You want to know one thing I love about our connection, Jessica, is that we finally found that place of just like, I know that you fucking love me, and you know that I fucking love you. So if we ever do something to trigger each other, it's like hard to get mad at one another, right? How could we get mad at one another when we know that you got my back, I got your back. So, like, when you trigger me, like when you were telling me that I had fears when I was talking about Danny, I was like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? But I needed that. But I didn't challenge you as well, because I know that if you're saying something to me, you're saying it with the best of intentions. You're saying it because it's the truth and because you fucking love me, you know?
Hey, water
That's
baby.
one of your best things. Oh, water baby in the house.
What's up, love?
What's up, guys?
We just chilling out for now. If you would like a personal reading by all three of these lovely people in front of you, and myself included, you can find out how to do so right here. There you go, in the chat below, or beside me. Sorry, but yeah. Did you want to say anything, Brooke, about anything special?
Don't be reading my mind. The fuck?
Well, you know.
I was literally just looking at you, like beaming it at your fucking forehead.
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'll let you do that.
What would I say?
It's hard.
My whole fucking life, y'all. Oh my God, I am still processing, y'all. Like, I straight up. So for one, Danny is my twin flame. I thought my twin flame was a totally different person for about 2 years now, y'all. Danny has been right in front of my face for what, 5 months now? I straight up refused to fucking love him, y'all. I refused to love him. Meanwhile, you know what? After I finally figured out who the fuck I was, I'm the divine masculine, by the way. But after I finally figured out who the fuck I was, you know what that refusing to love Danny was? It was me refusing to look at a piece of myself. Me refusing to love a part of myself, y'all. You know what I mean? God, like, I was my whole fucking life just completely in. It was so random, y'all. I had been thinking about it a little bit, you know, how he reminds me of unconditional love, how he mirrors me so fucking much, right? I've been thinking about it for so long, and it was just like a random thought popped in my head. And this is where just like speaking your truth and like chilling with your friends, right? I was just fucking chilling with a friend. And I was like, you know what? This just popped in my head. Why don't I say it? And that one random ass comment, y'all, that one random ass text message, in that moment, my whole fucking life changed in a matter of seconds. And everything I went through, my whole approach to life, my whole processing of emotions, the whole way I think about things, like it all made sense because I finally fucking understood my energy. And y'all, I'm telling you, it really is always the darkest right fucking before you see the light. But the light does not exist without the darkness. And I'm so fucking grateful for it, y'all. I'm so fucking proud of myself for just sitting in that darkness. You know what I mean? Sitting in that darkness and just being like, you know what? The only way for me to fucking go anywhere is to just look at it, to sit in it, to feel it. Fuck it. What else? What do I have to lose? And I have everything to gain, right? And y'all, it just keeps getting more and more crazy and intense and beautifully fucking crazy, y'all. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to share some of my stories, some of my experiences. I know y'all can feel that love because, it's awesome, y'all. It's been fucking crazy.
I'm gonna read.
Fucking crazy, and it was all right in front of my face the whole fucking time, y'all. When I go back and look at my readings, oh my God, it's everywhere. It's all around me. But it showed me just how easily, like I was on the right path the whole time, right? I just needed to just look left just a little bit. I was on the right path. The whole in my head this way and looked a different way. Boom. There's all my clarity. There's all my answers. It's been beautiful. And I love you, Danny, and I thank you, Jessica. Y'all, man, my whole life changed.
I love it too,
and I have all of y'all to share it with.
Wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh my God. I prayed for you. I did.
I could talk for days, y'all, because my whole life makes sense now, y'all. My whole life makes sense.
Now
it's fucking great.
can you feel the union love in the room, man? Oh.
Oh yeah, but look, I might be painting a pretty picture, y'all, but let me tell you what.
Oh my God.
How many times have I fucking cried, Danny?
Jesus.
How many times have I still put that wall up and tried not to let you in? But how many times have you brought me back to love, baby? How many fucking times?
All I gotta say is when Monday came around and you said those words and I said, you are my twin flame, baby. I fell into a coma after that, pretty much. Like I've been so fucking exhausted throughout it all. It's been a challenge for me. But it really opened my eyes to so much more in my life. It opened my eyes to how I really need to treat people and how to bring people into my life and allow people into my life. You know what I mean? Like being a divine feminine, it's almost like, I'm fine in my basement talking to a camera. It's good, right? But the divine feminine wants to get out there, wants to do these things, right? Has to talk with people, has to do readings outside of like YouTube land, right? And it's just beautiful, the balance that we bring to each other. I don't even want to talk about the telepathy because I gone and did something, and then a day later she's like, I can't wait to wear that ring. I bought her a promise ring. I don't know how the fuck she knew, but that's the kind of telepathy that blows me away. Blows me away. So as far as doing the work, no, my God, there is so much more work to do. It comes in waves. She gets inundated, I get inundated, but we kind of like things come in at the same time for both of us. That's something that we share, similar messages and all that thing that complement each other's stuff. And we both, I think, really what the blessing is now moving forward is that we are in the now. There are no real fears holding us back, and the fears that we have, we get to work together through them. You know what I mean? And that's such a blessing to have like a partner in crime that I've always wanted in my life. You know, that'll
I got a
always be there.
message for the divine feminines that might hear this. You know what that is, divine feminines? Let me just fucking tell you, from a divine masculine perspective, my beautiful, fucking amazing divine feminine, let me tell y'all something. The best thing Danny ever fucking did for me, y'all, the best thing Danny ever did for me was not tell me that I'm his twin flame. Because if he would have told me that, every time that would have came up for me, I would have put it back on him. He put this into my consciousness. Is this me? Is this him? The best thing he ever did for me was let me come to that conclusion on my own. Absolutely. He was so fucking patient with me. He let me figure it out. He let me go within and figure it out all by myself. You know what I mean? So when you feel that love from your divine masculine and you know it's there, but they're not fucking showing it, I pushed him away. I fucking talk shit to him, y'all. Like, oh my God, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I gave him no credit. And you know what? He fucking loved me anyways, because when you feel that love, y'all, you know that it's there, right? So when your divine masculine doesn't show the fuck up for you, but you know that it's there, you just got to go within and love yourself and be patient. And that's where Jessica's message come in. Having faith in what you cannot yet touch and see. Having faith and just enjoying the journey, because you know what, y'all? Even though it was painful in those times for him, I'm sure it was. You know, I'm sure it was painful in those times for him. And it was for me too. But when I got to come to that conclusion on my own, when I got to come to my divine feminine on my own, when I realized who he was to me, now when I look back, y'all, oh my God, when I look back, I don't even know. I don't even know. It's just, everything, the fights, the misunderstandings, the miscommunication, the coldness of me, it showed me so much, because he allowed me to just be. He allowed me to be myself. He allowed me to figure myself out. And now when I look back, I learned so much about myself.
When you find
like I said, if there's any divine feminines listening, promise y'all, your masculine fucking loves you, but let your divine masculine figure it out, you know?
Amen. Yeah, it all goes down to that saying, if you find a beautiful flower in the wilderness, you don't pick it because it'll die. You just leave it and watch it grow, right? Oh my God, watching her grow, fuck, I don't know who cried more, you or me. You know, like, I look back and all I see is beauty and love and blessings and unraveled into divine timing. And divine timing, man, once you allow yourself to just release, right? Surrender to the connection, yes, and then just detach yourself and say, look, I trust in divine timing. I don't know how many times I said that. I trust in divine timing. I trust in you, Spirit. If this connection is truly divine, right? It will happen. It will take place. And like, there's nothing more I really have to say about that, because that's the way it was. But it was a continual release. I just blah, 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 boom. And then I went and did, some work on the truck. No, it was continual, right? Because you have to program your mind. And like Nick and Dove, when I did my soul realignment, it took 21 days really to change a thing in your conscious mind, right? To turn that around. So that's what I did, and I did it daily, and it was like my mantra, right? She just needs time to see, and all you do when she comes back is you just love on her. You love on her unconditionally. You show her the meaning of unconditional love, and that's what I did.
But you know what, y'all? That doesn't mean when I'm wrong or when I'm out of alignment that he doesn't put my ass back in alignment and say, no, you're wrong, or no, this is not my energy. This is your energy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I have one last message from like what's been going on lately, and that's raising your vibration is so important because y'all don't realize how much this fucking girl right here, how much this girl put me in check, and she didn't even realize it, y'all.
Oh my
but it's
God.
all divine. It's all divinely guided. She didn't have to know. We all chose here and came here to do this together, right? And if you don't keep your vibration high, you're not gonna have people like Jessica that sometimes probably didn't even realize the significance and the importance of the things that she was giving me, the tools that she was giving me on my journey, right? But if you keep yourself around people, places, and things that are not in alignment with where you're trying to go, you're not going to have that soul family to give you the tools that you need to succeed.
I just want to say one thing too as we let go of this, and that's to the beautiful Jessica sitting beside me here. Oh my God, love. I swear, on behalf of the both of us, we can't even put into words how grateful we are to you. Jessica acted as the twin flame whisperer.
Flame whisperer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we've called her now, and it's just, oh my God, the patience that this girl has had for both of us, right? And just the understanding and the soft spokenness, and respecting each other's privacy, right? As we came forward with all these things that we were processing with regards to the connection that we couldn't tell each other at the time, right? It's just, she was so instrumental, and I'm sure Dewey and Ellie, I'm sure Dewey and Ellie give her a shout out too. And like, if you got a website, we're gonna write this huge ass thing just loving on you. But thank you so much, Jessie.
And let me tell you something, y'all. If Jessica didn't know who the fuck she was, if Jessica wasn't doing the fucking work, Jessica wouldn't have been able to see those messages. She wouldn't have been able to just be so divinely guided. You know what I mean? To her, she's just being her, y'all. But to us, it was like messages from God. It was divine guidance, right? So pick your friends wisely. Love yourself so that you can have friends that can really give you the tools to succeed.
Yes. Yeah. So that's it. I'll do, if you'd like a personal reading, you can look in the comments on the side there. It's $60 each, and you just click on the link to PayPal. We can do Super Chat. I won't really be getting the check, but I do have some bank I can send to them. So if you all you got is Super Chat option, go right ahead and do that. And also, Dewey said up here, where did he say that? I wanted to pull it out.
Just to let y'all know, Barbara is on the list.
Sweet.
But I didn't want to interrupt y'all's story because I find it super important. There's a lot of good messages for everyone. So Barbara, thank you for being patient. But yeah, I really felt like everyone needed to hear all of that.
Oh my God, yeah.
It helps everybody, you know what I'm saying?
It does, it does. And sharing union energy with you guys is what we want to do. And moving forward, me and Brooke, we're coming up with all kinds of juicy things.
Let me tell y'all, that's my intention always. My intention is always to love myself, but we're one, y'all. If I choose to love myself, I'm bringing y'all to fuck up with me.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe just because I don't say it or I don't do a prayer with y'all, just know that's who I am. Mm-hmm. Okay? That is who the fuck I am. That is my energy, and if I'm going up, I'm bringing y'all with me.
Amen.
All right, so Barbara, do you want to go ahead and post your questions, sweetie? Oh, Barb. I got you, girl. I got you.
Yeah, call Barb. That's it. She might take a while. She hasn't conquered copy, cut, and paste yet, so
okay.
That's all right.
I have time to use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I wanted to grab
my Red Bull's kicking in, y'all.
I wanted to grab a coffee, actually, so.
Well, we can't both leave.
Why not? Jessica's got the floor, man.
Y'all just gonna leave me by myself?
You're a copycat, Danny.
Well, you know, we are twins.
I don't care.
Well, hi, guys.
Oh, and if you're going to pee, you got to turn your mic off.
Yeah, definitely turn your mic off.
I left it on the table.
yeah, guys. We all have been going through some really big changes and shifts, and a lot of us could be feeling very uncomfortable recently. But just understand that you're not in this alone. I want to keep reiterating that, because so many people that have reached out to me over this journey we've all been there. We've all been in that place of feeling alone and being surrounded by people, but yet still not feeling there, like understood, accepted. And I honestly, like, I know Danny and Brooke aren't sitting here, but all the time, I don't know what I'd do without you guys. And I thank everyone who has supported me throughout this week and everything that I've been going through and loving me on this journey. But it is every bit of these trials and obstacles that have been presented to me over the last 3 years has led me to this point right now where I can honestly call these people my family, and the people that are here supporting us every day. Like, it would not be possible without you guys. And if we hadn't been brave enough to make those changes, we would have never found you. Right? So that's another big thing. Like, when you think about, because I know a lot of our tribe is one and the same, right? And we all get so much out of each other's channels. If you hadn't made that one decision to leave a bad situation and try to find some answers through, something else that's in 3D mindset is unlogical. It doesn't make sense, and it's so taboo. But I think you can really tell when those people that you resonate on a soul level, that are trying their best to get through the same obstacles and the same, resistance that we all meet in this world, to not only help us, but to help you. Like, that when you come into our chats, you feel it, you see it, and that's honestly what I love about y'all so much. And I'm so grateful to have both of you in my life, because I am, and it's no judgment. I know there's a lot of people, it takes a lot of bravery to step into that, like, I want to heal.
Oh my God. You
have to face some really, really dark shit in order to heal yourself. And there's a lot of things you have to admit and look at that aren't so pretty. There might be a lot of guilt and animosity. And so, like, when I tell all of you, thank you for not showing up just for me, but for yourself, that's so freaking important, guys. And to know that I have people in my life that are doing just as much, if not more, work and dedication to living this spiritual life and just being good people. Like, thank you. Thank you for being here, guys.
Dude, Jess, I don't know about you, but I knew from the very first moment we talked, because there was a couple other people in our group at the time. Yeah. And from you, I got a completely different vibe, like home, like family, you know what I mean? Like, this girl ain't going fucking nowhere. Like, I know you, you know what I mean? And when you meet people and you feel that way, y'all, there's a reason. And every step of the way, we just try to bring each other up and steer each other back to love, because that's why God put us in each other's lives, y'all. And if you think that you didn't have any say-so in the people that come into your life, let me tell y'all, it was like setting up a video game. Jessica was going to be like, okay, Danny's going to be like, I'm going to be the divine feminine. I was like, I'm going to be the divine masculine. And Jessica was like, I'm going to be the twin flame whisperer. And like,
and this is how it's going to go down.
Yeah.
I think I saw Barb comment.
Yeah, Barb did comment.
I love you too, Barb.
So Barb's question is, my person is people say I should release. So everyone's saying that you should release this person. I say never. So real question is, how is Thomas feeling about the connection? Okay. Cool.
Nice. Barb, I was just thinking about you. This is Barb Bell, right? Yep. I was just talking to Danny last night.
Oh,
My
yeah.
Reiki session is so crazy that you're asking a question right now, actually. The Reiki session that you got me, I finally, just last night, you know how long ago this was, Barb. Just last night, I finally got a message. Well, I got plenty of messages, but I completely missed something. Danny and I rewatched that video like a few days ago. Went to sleep last night, had a meditation just pop up on me, and I figured something out from the Reiki session that you got me that I have been dealing with for what, 5-6 months now. Danny's been trying to help me out with it. I've gotten no answers. I've tried figuring it out, and I saw the lady that gave me my session. I saw her in my meditation. And then, dude, I'm just telling you, it's crazy how things come together. So thank you again. Like, that is still, Barb, that is still assisting me on my journey and helping me heal. So many ways. Now I get to return the favor, eh?
Yeah. Now that's what I love about our soul family is like everybody's got us, man. And like Brooke, I don't know if you saw Dewey's comment before, but it was pretty much like it's about fucking time. and it's like everyone saw it in us, right?
I know.
Everyone saw it in us even when we didn't see it.
I didn't see. Everyone saw it but me. I was the last one to the party.
Well,
my
you
own
know.
party.
Well, you know. But cake, when it gets colder, it just gets better, right? But yeah, it was. I don't know. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing.
Am I doing heart space?
Yeah.
And I'm doing mine.
Keep it the same.
Sounds good. I'm going to pull.
Barb, a message that I'm getting is sometimes. Now, you have to make the final conclusion yourself. You have to go within and try to find the highest perspective, choose self-love, and that will always be the path that you should take, being true to your heart. And sometimes being true to your heart and giving the relationship its best chance is to retreat, right? Not just because you retreat from someone's energy does not mean that you don't care about them, that you're not putting the effort forward. Sometimes retreating from a situation is giving the relationship its best chance, right? Because we do have true love here at the bottom of the deck. I mean, and we got let your friends help you, release your ex, let go of control issues and religious factors. And the message that I'm getting for you, Barb, is this person that you're talking about, this Thomas, he is someone that was divinely guided to you. Y'all do have a purpose and a mission together, is what I'm getting with the your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path, right? There is something between you and this person. There are lessons, there is healing that is supposed to happen between you and this person, right? But there is a codependency. There is someone wanting to maintain control of the of what happens, of when it happens, how it happens, right? And what I'm getting with release your ex and let your friends help you is that these you're hearing the same thing over and over and over again, something's being reflected back to you. If Jessica, right? Maybe if I heard from some friend that I don't really care or like really trust that much, a message that I should walk away, maybe I wouldn't believe them. But if I went to my truest friends, if I looked within my heart and I kept getting the same message over and over again, it's time for me to consider that message, right? It's time for me to let go of control issues and surrender. But I do, Spirit does want me to let you know that to make the effort, I can't make this shit up, y'all. To make the effort, sometimes making the effort is just retreating and being in your own energy and knowing that if this is divinely guided, if y'all are meant to walk this path together, that's what's going to happen. But I'm getting the feeling that there is some self-realizations that need to come up for you.
Beautiful. And in his mind space, they're telling me to read this a totally different way, which I'm, yes, Spirit, I am your servant. You just fucking push it through me, right? But I got the Six of Swords and the Ten of Cups. What I'm getting is he's looking at his possibilities in the future, and he knows that what he wants, he knows what he wants, right? He wants his Empress, the Empress card, Nine of Cups in reverse, but he's not there yet as far as coming to you with a message of love. The Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in reverse is there again, right? That little offer that he could be giving to you. What he needs to do first is step into that Queen of Pentacles energy, right? He's really needing to nurture on himself, because beside that is the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. And along with the Seven of Pentacles and the Emperor. So you have the Emperor and the Empress on the table, meaning that this seems like it's a connection that is being divinely guided, right? It's a divine connection. But with him feeling or thinking that he did you wrong, Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, with him feeling that he did you wrong, these are the reasons why he's not coming forward to you, right? So there's some things that he needs to work through in order to get to that place of being able to come to you. And you've got like you've got the Magician, the Hierophant, and the Page of Swords, right? So he needs to cut some things out of his life. The Hierophant there in the reverse, it could be he might be in a relationship or a marriage that isn't going anywhere that he needs to let go of. Or it could be like him thinking that maybe you're not interested in that kind of a commitment. It's a masculine kind of way, or catch-22 that our minds go through. It's crazy. I'm a divine feminine in a masculine body. Brooke's a divine masculine in a feminine body. But it gives us the ability to see from both sides, right? And from what I get from the masculine point of view, especially with the Forgiving and Learning card, is that he wants to come to you, but he's got codependent issues that he's got to deal with. Whether that's codependency on his side or whether that's codependency on your side, and I'm really getting it from not your side, from someone he's with, you know what I mean? That just can't live without him type of shit, and he feels like he's responsible, or he's giving off, or he's giving off that kind of energy. He doesn't know how to come forward. All right. He doesn't know. Thank you, Rebecca, for that beautiful donation. I love you so much. I don't. When I get these kind of messages out for the masculine, really what needs to take place is what we said in the beginning of this reading was you got to have so much patience. So much patience. You got to be able to surrender this connection, but you also got to be, and this is the bottom of the deck, you got to be able to love on yourself first, right? And that means like when things ain't going right with this connection, you just need to go left. You know what I mean? Like that actually kind of sounded awesome. When things ain't going right, you need to go left and think about yourself and do yourself and bring your vibration up the best you can, right? In Brooke's absence, all that I could do was raise my vibration and reach out to people that could raise my vibration as well. Just give me a little bit of an up so I could, like, when you bring your head up a little bit, you can see a little further, right? So when you do that, that affects his energy too, and then that will allow him to kind of like get his shit together, because his energy will be raising with your energy. So when flirt came out, really, the message for you with that as well is, like, I think I already said that. When Brooke came calling, you just love on them. You love on them so much with unconditional love. You show them the meaning of unconditional love. You show
Embrace
them,
the lighthearted energy. Yeah.
amen. You show them the light. You show them, God, like patience and stillness, and you just love on them unconditionally, and that nurtures them, and that really makes them wonder. And in the end, the only thing that's going to be on their mind is you, Barb. It's always going to be you, because you were the one that showed them absolute love. And if this is a divine connection, divinity always turns towards the light. They always turns towards love, because that's where we come from, right? That's what's closest to our heart. That's what connects us all. So that's what I got for you, Barb.
Just say.
So, I'm a firm believer that, especially when it comes to these kind of connections, because I could tell with just the way that you worded it, everyone's telling you to leave, don't look back, just cut yourself from this, and you're like, never. Obviously, that takes a lot of dedication to meet so much resistance and to still not give up. So my point with that is, it's not just about him, and it's not just about you. It's about how both of you are interacting and playing off the energy. So I pulled cards for you too. Awareness helps. So really what I'm getting is, like, you just know. Like, there, and it's just like your statement, never. There is no one else for you. And your mind frame on a 3D level here, like, I just feel this strong urge. You just know. And it's not so pretty, okay? I'll give you that. I can understand the concern coming from the family side, because on a 3D level, he's not showing up right, regardless of how you have showed up for him. Because you see yourself as the Empress, he sees himself as the Emperor. So y'all are standing up to fill some pretty big shoes, but there's a lot of healing that needs to take place. Oh, especially with the Seven of Cups being reversed. You're like, nah, I'm done. Like, there is no more searching. I already know what I want. And we're just going through this process of healing, because there have been a lot of heartbreak. There's been a lot of turmoil, especially within the emotions. There could also be some strings being played, almost like a puppeteer. I also feel on his side that there's been, like, broken promises, and it says releasing allegiances, but what I got from that was seeing you as an ally scared the shit out of him. So it's like just releasing it, even though he knows that you're good for him. And that's why, because he's not on that mind frame to accept what is good for him. Okay. Yes, exactly. So, this is coming to a close. So I do feel that there is something around y'all's foundation that has kind of shifted in and out here, because with the Sacred Fool, I do take this as someone feeling like they are being manipulated, fooled around. Someone could feel like a jokester, like, feeling like they're just putting on a show, right? And so even if they feel that you are good for them, they're pulling away. They're pulling away and starting something, a new cycle, because yes, they had playfulness and passion. Okay, I get that. but he also knows that your friends are telling you all about the warning signs, and yet you refuse to listen.
Yeah.
Okay, he knows this.
Oh yeah.
Let your friends help you in deception, which I feel that this is, you already know this is a part of y'all's process of releasing the false mask, right? Because on your side, you do have the Four of Swords. So you know that what is happening on a 3D level is revealing those truths. And that's why you're saying never, because you know at some point it's going to uncover the truth. But on your side, your lesson is the perfection of your life and focus on the light, which is typical freaking message coming from Spirit about being a light worker, being a twin, being a divine counterpart, whatever it is. I don't even, the labels are labels, whatever you want to call it. I did see the soulmate card pop out earlier, but, and I see the codependency there too, which I get it. There could be a lot of inner child work and trusting that playful nature, right? And that this could be fun. This could be, once we get out of our own ways. And, I was watching a video earlier. It's like when you don't have any romantic attraction to someone, it's very easy to be yourself and, not overthink it and just be your witty, like, you, right? But that moment that you have that passion, that chemistry, and you actually develop feelings for someone, we get tongue-tied, we get awkward, we get nervous, we hold back, and then we're like constantly questioning, right? We don't know how to be our true selves. But with the perfection of the soul and focus on the light, this is focusing on your healing. And knowing, and like Danny said, if this is a divine connection, which we have the Empress on your side and the Emperor on his, I mean, what you want?
You got
right?
them too.
You got to follow your intuition, and he has to learn how to take action. Even like we were talking about earlier, even if that's just being still. Just being still and contemplating about the ties that he's cutting, because yes, he might be cutting some ties with people who are allies, such as you, or he could be cutting, promises and cords with people who are no longer serving that purpose in his life that he probably was an ally at some point. And now he's realizing, this is getting me nowhere. And I see her rising up. I see her doing the process. I feel her shift. She's not giving up on me. I know she isn't. Because he's getting a huge wake-up call here. Judgment will come, right? Any karmic wrongs will be done. Like, it's going to be served. But the point here is with the strength card, he's going to show an ass of himself. He's going to. He's going to do whatever he can to push you away and kick and scream the whole way down till he is that broken little child once again, in order for you to come in as that divine feminine and say, I see you though. I see you. You don't have to roar. You don't have to yell. You don't have to kick and scream. I got you. With a steady gaze and a determined step, meeting him where he is at in order for him to feel that release, feel that break, and then rebuild, right? And that's your lesson, is of being flexible without breaking, so that, you can be that way shower and take enough control over your life, but also letting Spirit guide you enough to understand what needs to be manifested in your life for passionate new communication and the Ten of Pentacles to come in down the road. But right now, he's just at a standstill. He is not ready. He is not ready. But there's a lot going on the 3D level. I mean, he knows you're committed, but he is keep it down, buddy. I ain't ready.
I'm almost getting like a resistance of like the truth. You know what I mean? Like I resist the truth.
Yeah. And so I pulled some cards from my new Twin Flame messages, and this is something he wants to say to you from his higher self. I think about the moments we shared. I've been looking back on old messages and pictures. No matter how much I let this go, you always sneak back up on me. And that's typical sign. That's why he's having so much trouble. But he hopes you're happy because you deserve it. If you've been having dreams about him, like astral travel and stuff, I've been visiting you in your dreams, and you inspire me. So keep doing your work because you're inspiring him to cut the people who might even be playing him for a fool. You know what I'm saying? But this is a really important lesson for you both, for you to focus on perfecting your light and planting those seeds for your tomorrows and letting him feel every damn bit of this purge that he's going through, because we do have Pandora's gift on the bottom, and this is again revealing the mask. It's a present. It's a gift for you, but we have to listen to the truth. Okay? Yeah. We have to listen to our truth.
I got divine
So yeah, that's what I got for you.
I got divine masculine separation and purge.
Oh, Danny, we can't hear you.
Oh shit. I got divine masculine separation and purge. That's what I got.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it feels like on 3D level.
And then the Lover's card with the twin flame connection. That really you can feel it. You can feel it, and we've been through it too. And like that was the first feeling I got. So.
And I don't know if you realize, Barb, but the reason that you're getting confirmation after confirmation after confirmation of the value of this spiritual connection, Jess got it, Danny got it, I got it. The reason that you're able to, because we cannot perceive what we are not in vibrational alliance with, okay? We cannot perceive it. The fact that all three of us are getting this, you know that you're in a twin flame connection, okay? You know that this isn't something that you can give up on. Look at all this that you know, Barb. These cards are fucking beautiful. What more could you ask for right here? The Chariot, moving forward, the Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Sun. The Sun is the most positive card in the deck, right? If you know all this, if you have all this clarity, I have a couple messages for you from Spirit. If you know all of this, and clearly you do, or it would not be reflected back to you so clearly right now, right? And if you know all this, then Spirit wants to remind you that to just live and be and act and speak and love as if this foundation is already here. This is my twin flame card, okay? We all three got that message for you. And the second message is that right now is a time of building this foundation, okay? You're building, if one way that you can look at it is, Barb, you are literally building the foundation that you and your twin flame are gonna have, right? Yeah. You're building the foundation with yourself, with him. You are, like Jess said, setting those boundaries instead of expectations. Control what you can control, right? And the more that you control what you can control, the more it's going to teach him, because y'all are always going to mirror each other. This is a twin flame connection. The push and the pull of the twin flame dynamic, the more you set those boundaries for yourself and relinquish control of the things that you have no control over and have faith, the more it's going to teach him and help him raise his vibration to let go of anything, any person, place, or thing that's not serving him when it comes to this foundation as well. I think that was it.
Yeah.
But there is some healing on his side for sure that needs to be done. But this love, this connection, it's not a damn secret to either one of y'all. Y'all know, you know. So just live like it already is. Embody everything that you know to be true in the now, and just continue to build this foundation. Because with the Chariot being here, things will eventually begin to move forward, right? Because on the spiritual aspect, things are already moving forward. Engagement, right? You're already there. You're already committed. But it's got to play out in the physical, because we have control over our lives. That's where setting those boundaries instead of expectations is really going to benefit.
Something, Barb, as we move on, kind of thing. What's going to be happening is, like, me and Brooke are kind of taking stock of everything that happened. We're going to be releasing twin flame videos and stuff to kind of help everybody bring up their vibe and show them kind of like the direction towards union, because we both feel called to be doing that. But we're also going to be opening up a separate channel, maybe, I think, but really getting together and doing personal readings for those people that are on the journey that really need some insight. Look for that coming up soon. I don't know, not too soon, maybe in 2020. Maybe in 2020 we might have everything together, but there's some hope out there, right? And you just got to stay in love. That's it. Best thing to do, stay in love, surrender to the connection. Don't worry about what other people think. You are not fucking crazy. I just posted on my Twin Flame Rising thing, and one of the girls in that private group came back to me and just like, I thought for a while there that the twin flame thing was all bullshit, and you know, I just thought I was going crazy, and now you kind of opened me up to it all again, right? So we just want to definitely make sure that you know that you're not crazy, that if this connection is real to you, you keep that in your heart, close to your heart, and everything will just fall into place for you. And we love you so much.
Yes, we do.
Who's up next?
Sheila's up next.
All right, Sheila, post your question, love. I hope that resonated, Barb. That's another thing.
Oh man, that felt good. I don't know if y'all heard that. I don't know how people make it through life without cracking their fingers and neck and back, y'all.
Oh, hush.
I love it.
I do like my back and toes done, though.
But I've never been a cracker.
Welcome, Besky. B-Sky? Okay.
We see you. Welcome.
I'll toss that link in there. This is a 3-on-1 personal reading for Steal the Deal. And if you would like a reading, you can check out what I just posted there. Spirit guide advice for future of relationship with my husband. Oh no, Sheila. Are things okay? Like, goddamn. Thank you, Barb. Thank you for the blessings. We love you.
Love you, Barb. Thank you. She's so sweet. She's such a sweet little soul.
Oh, I know, right?
What's her actual name? The one that we're doing?
Sheila. It's Sheila Faulkner.
Oh, does she? Oh, okay.
She made a channel up, love.
Yeah. I forgot. I knew it sounded familiar. That's why I was like, dude, I have to know who this is.
Yeah. No, that's my girl right there. She's born on my birthday.
Her channel used to say it was her name, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Faulkner. Right. Okay.
And she figured out how to change it. Man, it's weird. They just got me doing a totally different spread. Like the same thing that we did for Barb. I did for Barb, but it's like, what the hell, man? Cray. Oh, look, bottom of the deck. Victory. Victorious. I think they want this. We love you, Sheila. Actually, we love everybody. Everybody that's in here, our beautiful family. Oh my God, man.
I am feeling a little bit of maybe worry, concern, even maybe. I'm getting a message that whatever has happened either on your side or his side in the past, one of the two of you were deceived or misguided. The high priestess just came out. Spirit's confirming this message. Whoever was deceived in the past, or someone was wearing a false self mask, someone was lied to, someone was hurt in the past, maybe even to each other. Whatever that was, that energy is still being carried and projected into this relationship, okay? Could even be from a past life, got past life relationship here. And what I'm getting is there needs to be, for justice to happen between this relationship, there is a conversation, a getting to know each other that needs to happen, okay? Like a face-to-face, heart-to-heart conversation to release any unrequited love, any whatever makes you or him feel less worthy of love, okay? Forgiving and learning. Look, can't make this shit up, y'all. Forgiving and learning, and you deserve love right there. So no, Spirit wants you to know, whether that's on your side or his side, to stay optimistic about this connection. When those fears come up, go into them and work it out together. Just like I was talking about with Danny, you know, when my fears start to come up, when I put that fucking wall up, you know, just go into those things and getting to know each other, right? And taking the mask off and just being completely vulnerable.
Oh, man.
When those walls come up, if you go into them and speak your truth and be completely vulnerable with each other, that's how you let go of that wall, let go of those fears. And anything that's happened in the past, you can heal that by going into it, and it won't be projected in your relationship anymore.
Man, I got pretty much the same message.
That was all 3 cards. Like, Spirit was ready to talk to you, girl. Ready. But this connection, it is deep, okay? It's deep. And I'm getting the feeling that on the 3D, y'all only touch surface level. You know what I mean? It's time to get to know each other. It's time to dive deep into who you are, into your husband, into this person.
You got to release the devil. Release the devil, bring it all up. Yeah.
That was a beautiful message. Thank you so much, Spirit.
I got the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the Magician, and the Hermit. What I'm getting off of it is, like, you got him in your hand and you want to keep him there, but there are things that are in your life that you want to move forward towards, and it's just like this is kind of holding your energy back, right? It's like holding you down. The 4 of Wands there is like, that's the potential that this has, right? But like Brooke was saying, in order to manifest it, the Magician, in order to manifest it, it's not just you going within, you have to, it's like everyone in the connection has to kind of just like lay their guts out on the table. But in order to do that, you have to come from a perspective of like a vulnerability. You have to be truthful in all your ways and in all the things that you talk, right? You can't hide anything from each other, especially in divine connections. That's absolutely fucking, if you think you can, it's not really going to help you at all. It's going to hold you back. But this King of Swords, he's just. He rules just and he rules true. And truth is like, truth means everything from subconscious and conscious point, right? When you go into it with laying down your truth, with speaking your truth, and then when they speak their truth, number one, don't be afraid to tell them, look, dude, everything that you told me that I need to fucking do, I guarantee you, Sheila, that's what they need to hear. I've heard this so many times. I've seen it so many times. And it might be hard to say it, but I know you have the unconditional love in you, Sheila. And sometimes you just got to lay it out. You know, you just got to say, look, Jimmy, we need to fucking open up wide. And I know it might take you time to do that, but in the meantime, what you got to do is just be absolutely fucking truthful. And I know being a dude is hard to feel your emotions because you were programmed since you were a fucking child, you know, that boys don't cry and, you know, man up and all this shit. And we had to be the strength to provide and everything. All that shit's bullshit, you know, and all he wants to be is that little boy he once was, you know, and he wants to be in love with you, Sheila. I got cards like, it's all good, but he's got to work through, you know, the deception. And really when I got this card, it was just like, you know, allowing himself to be truthful. Dave, actually. Okay. All right. Yeah. Just, and it's hard. It's hard, Sheila, when he's not on a spiritual path, you know, it's hard, especially when, you want something so much, but it ain't happening. But that, there again, too, it's like you can guide him to a point where he can't do anything but reflect and about face. And that might even be harsh words of look, Dave, I ain't getting no justice out of this situation, right? And I've been handed all kinds of opportunities, but you keep looking at these fucking empty cups, Dave. Right? You keep looking at these empty cups, and you know what I'm gonna do? If you don't release this devil, I'm gonna fucking walk. You know, I'm gonna walk. You can either come to me and we can start working on things together. Yeah. It's because he's in fantasy land. That's the 3D. Right.
He feels like he's stuck or like trapped for some reason. But with the King of Swords, me and Danny both got the King of Swords here.
Yeah.
And on my side, in the heart space, it's in the reverse. On his side, it was in the upright. But I'm pulling the heart space and the challenge. And where's this deception coming from? And it's whatever this past trauma, this past heartbreak. I can't make this shit up.
Damn. Yeah.
6 steps talks about your childhood. The past relationships, the 3 of Swords, getting to know each other. There's really a conversation and an experience, y'all. It's more than a fucking conversation. There's an experience that needs to happen when it comes to the story that he's telling himself and really just breaking open that heart space, right? Because honestly, y'all, we can reiterate things in our head and go over things in our head over and over and over again. But when we have a conversation with somebody else, it's crazy just how differently we can see our situation, you know? On one side, you know, this card looks like this. It's the same 2 cards, but it's 2 completely different perspectives, right? But
I got be fearless and bold, getting to know each other, and let your friends help you. So we're always here for you, Sheila, number 1. But being fearless and bold, you can also come at him with compassion, you know, and you can also come at him with like the ability to hold space. He doesn't have to agree with your spirituality, and really telling him that, look, I know you're holding on to things, right? That hurt you and that I won't let hurt me kind of thing. with regards to my spirituality, I'm sorry, Dave, but you have spirituality too. You know, you do. It's the connection with you and yourself, and with the understanding of why we're here, and your connection to spirit, your connection to God. You can't deny that, Dave. You can't. So I'd like to get to know the spiritual Dave and your beliefs and what you think of, and how and how your inner workings are, because you can't go through this life being a nihilist. It doesn't work. Not believing in anything, like, aside from what, the flag and the country, and like, you can't do it, because it'll drive you into insanity. You look at all the people on pills these days. You look at all the people, like, just in the hospital with cancer and all these disease, right? And like, when you don't face your fears, right? When you don't let go of this devil, spirit is going to bring you a tower, And is it going to be cancer? You got 3 months to live, and then you finally realize the meaning of life, and it's to love unconditionally to people, and just open your heart, quit your job, do something you're passionate about, jump out of a fucking plane. You know what I mean? Is he going to take disease? It's all up to Dave, but when you talk to him, just talk to him in that loving kind of manner, and say, look, it doesn't matter if you think I'm crazy. It doesn't matter if you think I'm crazy, baby.
Or really, the thing is, you don't even need to say that. You don't need to say that. That's lower vibrational. What you need to say is, or what you need to do is bring the energy of confidence, right?
Amen.
Believing in yourself. You don't even need to entertain the fact that he doesn't get it, or the fact that it's crazy or whatever. All you just do is just focus on the love and who you are, and show up with that confidence. And that's also going to trigger him to actually maybe want to receive it, right? Because you're not coming at him with like a deceptive energy of combative, and coming from two different perspectives. That's getting to know each other. Is when you can show up and actually have a conversation, and just be confident in talking and being who you are, right?
That's some twin flame shit right there.
You come into him so that you can actually, where he can hear you, he can see you,
Change in direction and blessing in disguise. I'm not going to read them, but that's pretty much the end of the message, Change of direction, blessing in disguise. This is a blessing in disguise, and it gives you the ability to actually sit down and talk with them and just say, like, dude, I love you, man. What's up?
Well, listen, I'll try not to repeat too much, because everything they said I'm picking up too. And I'll just go through my storyline, and however it ties in, but honestly, what I'm picking up on is there's just a lot of back and forth energy. Now, do I feel that this is a huge blessing in disguise? It is, because like Danny said, and Brooke, I mean, both of you said it, it's about having this confidence in your own beliefs and your own spirituality, that regardless of what he thinks or feels about it, like, yes, it would make it easier if he did understand it and believe in it and, rise up with you. But I think one of your biggest worries right now is that you're going to outgrow him spiritually. And it's like, if he doesn't, help support this change that I'm going through, then you're scared that you're going to have to make a decision at some point, right? I don't feel like that's in the near future, but like, it's already something you've kind of contemplated. I do feel that this is actually wearing you down quite a bit. I'm not going to say that it's like abuse happening. It feels like when there's so much resistance to trying to expand yourself, it's kind of leaving you in this beaten and battered, like, frame of mind and energy. Like, you're scared to open up too much. You're scared to step out too much because there's this fear of failure, and a lot of that is coming from his fears, not necessarily yours, right? And with pay attention to the red flags, we have the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, clarifying that. So what red flags are we watching for, Sheila? I mean, it's like, and whether this is already going on or this is kind of how things are going to unfold, you know, I feel that with the way that you are starting to love and nurture and accept yourself and your talents and your abilities, the more you are going to, you know, like, rise up and be able to manifest these beautiful things in your life, but those have to go on as well. Okay, with the Eight of Swords, you know, especially paying attention to the red flags, have you noticed that the more that you start to step into this loving, nurturing spirituality and, you know, creating your baby, right? Like, this is, you're putting your face out on the internet now. Have you noticed that you've been noticing more red flags or odd behavior from your husband since you started stepping more into this? You know, there could be a lot of fears that are being brought up on his end because he wants you to need him. And oh my gosh, they're bringing up, like, things about my stepdad, and it's like, if he's not able to fix something, he feels worthless. If he doesn't feel needed, he starts to beat himself up and goes into this deep depression, and it just spirals out of control until the point they're, like, wrapped up in this barbed wire, right? And it's all this mental energy, and spirit's like, no, there's hope, let her have her moment, right? Have her moment. But I would definitely go back and, like, start paying attention to around those times where you really started stepping more diligently into your spiritual work, and, like, now that you're making your own channel and, you know, putting readings out and that kind of stuff, have you noticed that this resistance has gotten stronger the more steps you're taking towards your spirituality? And that is something that you really need to address with him in order to not only calm your fears, but his, because this conversation is going to and needs to happen. Keeping an open mind is here, and we have the King of Wands and the Two of Cups. So it's like you're trying to keep this open mind because you know that raw, passionate, driven person is within your husband. But he's fighting so much stuff right now that he's like keeping this mask on to everything. It's almost like feeling defensive towards the connection, but it's not towards the connection. It's his insecurity, his fears that are feeding off of yours, and now it's just this whole big shitstorm. You know what I'm saying? So they're telling you, keep an open mind and remember that passionate being that you fell in love with. Right? There is a lot. There could be, you know, especially we have the Five of Swords in here too. So, you know, it could be about putting self-interest first, or almost feeling a little like not being honest about how they're really feeling with this conversation, and how these obstacles, these mental obstacles, have gotten in the way. This fear has stagnated the relationship. So it's really important for you to understand that, yes, he's still showing up as the King of Wands, and you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. You're showing up as that grounded, loving, nurturing energy, and he's showing up, even though there's a lot of fear and mental energy, he's still this very passionate being for you. The Two of Cups. So, yes, this is a very strong, you know, relationship where your souls truly know each other, but you've, like Brooke said, you've almost forgotten each other on a 3D level. It's time to get to know each other. We change all the time, guys, and especially you, Sheila, you're seeing more and more, right? So let him get to know that side of you. Let him understand, like, yes, like, change is good. Change is better. I'm releasing my fears. I can not only be a better person for myself, but I can be a better wife to you. Let me show you what I have learned. Let's take this mask off. Let's take down these defenses. Open mind and remember this love and this passion. Let me be that perfect wifey for you, without all this baggage, without all the bullshit that I've been carrying all these years. Right? We can have an abundant life together. Let me show you the magic that I live in now. This heart-to-heart conversation about freeing both of you, you know, all these things that are restraining the relationship and keeping things stagnant, is and needs to happen, because we do have the Magician, the Chariot, and the Judgment card here. You know, he needs to understand how his words do part, his actions do play a part. And if he loves you regardless of, you know, how you're choosing to express yourself, even if he doesn't understand it, he can keep an open mind. But you need to keep an open mind too.
Exactly.
Right?
Amen.
Like, if you love him and he doesn't understand, like, okay, then he doesn't understand. You go about your life. Right? You don't need him to validate that this is a good thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need him to release you and say, it's okay, Sheila. Go manifest that life, right? You don't need him to, you don't need his approval to move forward, okay? That's where that codependency and unhealthy balance comes in. It's about realizing you're both magical beings and you both agreed to be here and you both came here to transform. But with the Five of Swords, you're going to have to let Spirit take some of these options that are no good and all this mental energy, reline back with love, hear the horn blaring, see the wake-up call happening, and choose to make the necessary actions that are going to help you align more with your authentic truth and your vulnerability, and to say, baby, here I am, you going to take it or not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
You're going to show up with that wine, okay?
Yes.
You're going to show up. But you have to understand, like, you do not have to be in secrecy about, and I think that's one of the biggest things. You feel like you can't tell him what's going on in your life.
I was just about to say, look at all this blue. Look at all this passion, too. But it's communication.
Right.
Lots of
So
blue.
So I
much.
feel like you're having a hard time, like, just being what you really want to be. Like, you're holding yourself back from being fully exposed, because the way that you're viewing, or your biggest lesson about this relationship is, and listen, when I see this card, like, it kind of hits me hard, okay? Like, she feels and she knows, but she's got a black eye, okay? And
Damn.
okay, the next card is in the world, not of the world. So the more that you resist, right, and this is your lesson, the more that you resist freeing yourself, realizing that you were in this 3D existence, but you were not of it.
Mm-hmm.
It does not make you. It does not define you. It doesn't tell you, like, how you need to show up and what everyone thinks is best for you. No, you feel and you know. And the more that you can come into this point of, yes, I've held myself back for so damn long, and I denied myself this truth, and now I can allow myself to be free and go whatever direction I so please, without feeling guilty or feeling like I need to stop what I'm doing with my ascension process because they're not on this too. They are. They're just on a different level. They're on different playing fields because he's learning a hell of a lot more lessons than you. Okay? This is about freeing yourself, and regardless of the circumstances, not allowing yourself and the traumas that you have been through and all the ways that you've held yourself back, holding you back. It's just about being fully you, right? You and your spiritual badass self, right? Mm-hmm. Now on his side, we have conscious connections, faith in the process, what is already with you, and be the hunter, not the hunted, right? So what do I take from this? Being able to really see his own reflection and be conscious of the connection that he has within himself and within this relationship with you. Realizing that, yes, there are connections that might not be so healthy, and I need to be more conscious of the way that I'm choosing to show up in my life and for my life, right? Having faith in this process and getting to the point of, am I really willing to let my pride and my belief systems make me lose everything we've worked so hard for? To the point it brings him to his knees to pray, Lord, help me understand. Bring the signs and synchronicities that he might not be aware of. If you are open and honest about what you experience, he might see these too. He might become a little more aware. And once he sees one number or one sign or one feather or one stone, and he's like, that was for me. Yes, it was, honey. That sign was just for you. And you know that magic you feel when spirit brings a sign just for you. People who are not aware of these things, you know, it's like seeing magic for the first time. And you can tell because even with us being on this journey for so long, we still get excited like a little kid. That sign was for me, right?
That was beautiful.
Already with you. And once he realizes by having faith in this process and being more conscious of how he chooses to show up, he will realize everything that you are learning and teaching him in this life was already within in the first place. And he does not have to go, you know, like, it's not allowing him to be a target for these lower vibrational energies when it comes to this space. He will choose the thoughts that he wants. He will learn to be the manifester of his reality, seeking this deep wisdom, being able to see through the dark and knowing what he needs in his life in order to move on to the next level, in order to gain more wisdom, to gain more truth, to see the truth of it all. And that's a beautiful, like the number 8, there's another number 8, so you could be seeing a lot around 8s, okay? 4, 5. Another 8. Dude, you have 3 8s right here on his side.
Wow.
That's huge. Not only is this talking about, you know, communication opening up, but it's the infinity.
Universal influence.
Yeah.
Amen.
You just gotta step into it because it's there just waiting. It's there just waiting.
Just around the corner.
It's just huge. It's a huge process.
888, there's a ton of abundance. Oh my God, there's a ton of it. Just gotta, you know, step into it and just be unapologetically you.
Yep.
That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Everything else will fall into order because 888, the universe is influencing it all. The universe is guiding it all.
Amen. Amen.
Just step into that Queen of Cups energy. I know who I am. I'm confident. I'm love. I'm divinely guided. I'm confident in my path and my journey and my relationship enough that I can my energy alone, I don't even have to say anything, but my energy alone is influencing this relationship for us to get to know each other, for us to get to know each other on a deeper level, you know? just stepping into that confidence and claiming it. That's so important. And I learned that a lot on the journey I've been on is, feeling that passion, claiming. And okay, first off, realizing it is safe for you to love. And then this new love, right? This new cycle, these motherfucking chains that need to burn, right? But you gotta claim it. That's so important. Claiming what is yours. Say, this is mine. This is who I am. Fuck that. This is not who I am, right? But claim it, because it's yours, baby. It is yours.
Amen. Amen. I know Brooke's teaching me to kind of like how to reword things when I'm talking with my mom, because I got mommy issues I'm fucking dealing with right now. So, but she kind of opened me up to that new way of like seeing things, stepping back from it, and seeing what energy I was putting out beforehand, and then trying to see if I can change things on my side to.
Because that's all you can do.
To be perceived in a different way, in a different light, And there'll just come a point where if I can't no more, I keep going within to see if I can do anything, then I don't need my mother in my life. And sometimes it takes that, sometimes it just says, well, Mom, you know what? I need to go. And I hope it never fucking ends up like that. But Spirit pulled 2 cards for you. Keepers of the Earth. That
sounds beautiful.
Already. This is you. This is you, Sheila. Beautiful cusp Cancer baby. You are not alone. Angels or ancient ancestors stand beside you. You are not alone. And you got the Soul Family card right beside that. Soul Family. That's, without you guys, I could not be who I am today. I swear to God, you have all touched my life. You have all come at just the right time, and you've all blessed me in all kinds of ways that you can't even imagine. You don't even understand. But it's you guys that bless me too. You don't have to do this alone is the end of this card. Your soul family's here. We got you, baby.
Such a beautiful card.
We got you. Oh yeah. You want me to bring this deck down, Brooke?
What deck is that?
That's the Rebecca Campbell deck. Rebecca Campbell, what is it?
I love it.
Work Your Late Oracle deck.
Sweet.
But that's what we got for you. I hope you felt the love.
Crazy Becca said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Hey, you three.
Hey, Aaron, how's it going? How's it going, love?
That was so cute.
All right, so we have one more on the board. Andrea.
Cool.
Should we with the e-check? I've never done that. So.
Oh, it's just gonna take a bit to pass. That's all, like 3-4 days.
So if you are in the chat, you can go ahead and post your question.
What's an e-check? Is that on PayPal?
Yeah.
It's just a way for PayPal to get more money out of you.
Wow.
It's stupid.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Oh, I had to deal with it a few times there. I just ended up paying by credit card.
Okay, so Andrea says, is this a union that I was meant to learn and move on from, or be patient and wait for? What messages does Spirit have for me about this?
First off, what a beautiful fucking question.
Amen.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. That just made me so proud of you. Like, we get tons of questions, y'all. And I'm telling you, there are some questions that it's just like, seriously. And then there are some questions it's just like, it's a question, and within the question, it just shows your alignment with yourself and with what you're going for, right? Your alignment with love. Because I'm telling y'all don't realize just how much we can learn and sense about you just from your question.
Oh, yeah.
Just from your question alone.
Somebody's doing the work.
Uh-huh. Right.
Spirit. What do you got?
Something about children coming out.
Well, the first message I got with just looking back at the question again is, you know, any relationship, partnership, friendship that's in our life that, you know, has some significance, especially if it's crucial enough for you know, you to ask about it in a tarot reading and bring it to us, bring it to your spirit guides, you know, for advice and clarity. Anything that's significant, there's always going to be lessons or stepping stones for ways for you to evolve, right?
Amen.
If something is that significant to you, there's always being things reflected back to you. No matter who you come across or what kind of situation you come across, there's always a little piece of you in every single person you meet and in every situation that you deal with. There's always a little piece of you.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Let's see. I feel the children. I am feeling like a lot of love. I feel like connection. I feel connection.
Looks like there's true love here, anyways.
Oh, there we go. Thanks for confirming that, babe.
You're welcome. This could be love, and give your relationship a chance. Might be something worth sticking around for.
Look at that. What I tell you. It's a soulmate, baby.
Soulmate.
Piece of you. It's a piece of your soul right in front of you.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Go in yourself and decide when you look at the connection and what this person brings to the table. You look at the connection and you go inside yourself. That piece of yourself that you're seeing reflected back to you in this person, is it enough for you to want to continue on this? Because it's all up to you, right? This is a soulmate. There's plenty of soulmates for you, right? But God gave you the decision to make your own choices in life. So when you look at this relationship, this partnership, this friendship, whatever it is to you, the blissful moments that y'all are sharing together, and then you go within and you see that reflection of yourself. Is it what you're manifesting? Is it what you're thinking, you're feeling, and you're taking action to bring into your life? Is it in alignment with those things? And if it is, just focus on that. Keep focusing on those thoughts. Keep focusing on those feelings and keep taking action, even if it's with the soulmate. If it's manifesting the life that you want, with the Page of Wands being at the bottom of the deck. Playfulness, just like I said, confirming that message, you know? It's not as serious as it has to be, as it may seem sometimes, right? It's all up to you. It's all divine play, right? It's all just divinely guided play.
I love that. And we don't really have control, or much control, or zero control, actually. I'm not even going to say much, because we have no control over this show, this roller coaster ride that we're on. Everyone says, oh, well, I believe in, this, and I believe in that. Destiny is destiny, period. And you get choices on which path to take, but you're always moving towards destiny. And if this is a divine connection, you will always be moving towards this connection and be rerouted back to it. Always. Like me and Brooke went through that so many times. We just couldn't shake each other because it was divine, right? So I don't know. Are you done, Brooke, or can I just take it for a bit while you're pulling?
Oh yeah, you're good.
All right. So Nine of Wands in reverse, wounded warrior, right? Beside the Page of Cups or Page of Coins in reverse and Death in reverse. It's like, what was the message, Spirit? It's like, be the answer that you seek, right? Lay down those wounds that were accumulated, and see, even as in this connection, see that when things come up for you, like triggers and stuff, that's healing that needs to come. And not reacting, but choosing to respond is like pulling back from the situation, watching these triggers come up in you, and then healing those things. And as you do that, as you heal and grow, oh my God, you not only raise your vibration, which is, I got this here, I got pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You know, you are the glue that holds this connection together. You are feminine, incarnate, right? So knowing that, right, you can put a death, and you can work through like karmic cycles and stuff together. And that's really what we're here to do, is we're here to heal, right? We're here to heal and raise our vibration. So in the next life, we don't become a frog again, because we haven't learned, right? Or whatever you believe. But yeah, that's going to help you move on. I got the 6 of Cups. That's going to help you move on and move into a firmer kind of like a place where you stand in the flames, right? You can stand in the flames and stand tall and proud, knowing that, you know, oh my God, like I love triggers now, or oh my God, all these lessons are beautiful. And I in everything that I go through and that I see, there's so much beauty. You know what I mean? That's the King of Wands, man. That's the King of Wands. He finds growth in the fire and in the flames. Look at the 4 of Wands behind this king. Dude knows what he wants, man. Dude knows what he wants, and he's risen above this Nine of Wands shit. You know, he's overcome those pains, and as he overcomes the pains, those messages of love come in. That vibration raises, you know, to the vibration of unconditional love. So to tally up, give your relationship a chance is what I got. You know, I think Spirit's really telling me with this card that there is more to come with this relationship. They're saying it is true love. You know, and with true love, love can move fucking mountains. I know it's a little cliche, but there's so much power in the love, right? So much power in it. The power to transcend. This could be the one, and you deserve love, you know, is just confirmed. Oh, and the children card underneath that. Shit. You know, definitely might have to do with children. World card was on the bottom of the main deck, you know. Cycles are ending, new cycles are beginning. I really am getting just kind of just stick it out and just keep that vibration high in love. You know, this situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested, yet there's no need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. Wow. I'm going to read that again. I didn't even catch that. The situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested, yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving your strength and guiding your words. What I'm getting right there is you got some truth to speak to this person, or they have truth to speak to you.
Or to yourself.
Yeah, or to yourself. And the whole thing that kind of we went through was, and right from the start, it was all about like opening up to each other and just allowing each other to be 100% vulnerable. Vulnerable is a scary word, right? But vulnerability unlocks our true potential when you're in a connection. You know what I mean? A soulmate, twin flame, whatever, a divine connection. Vulnerability is the key to it all, you know? So give your relationship a chance. This is true love. This could be the one. You deserve love. And possibility for children. Who knows? Oh, I also got Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. There's your work. There's what this connection's all about. Mm-hmm. Freeing yourself. Man, I almost forgot.
Also the connect that, Danny. That's perfect. That's what the whole connection is about.
Yeah.
Right? This soulmate, to free yourself. But it's up to you, honey. It's up to you if, and that's what's so beautiful, right? The healing that each other, you to bring for each other. And that's what the whole connection is about, right? Learning, loving, learning to love unconditionally. But at the end of the day, you see that cup, you're by yourself and you get to choose. Do I want this connection? Because honey, the universe is limitless, right? You continue to manifest. You can manifest whoever you want. So at the end of the day, it just all comes down to you and what you want. What you want to do, what relationship you want. If you're happy being by yourself, do that. And you can continue having these soulmate connections.
That's beautiful. Andrea, that's beautiful. You just cut bonds this evening with past connections. That's beautiful. You're doing the work, baby. You're doing the work. You're getting it done. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, is seeding the light, laying foundations and divine plan. This is all for your divine good. Whether or not this connection is for you, it is for you for now. It is serving you for now. It is bringing your vibration up, right?
Yep.
So honor that, and really, it doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter if they're a soulmate, twin flame, whatever. Whatever is destined for you, destiny is coming for you. All right. So just like Brooke was talking in her latest video, fuck a label. Fuck a label and just
have fun.
Just stay in that love vibration, loving.
So, a few questions. Is she in communication with this person at all?
Are you talking with him, Andrea?
My phone died, so I can't see the cat anymore.
Is he married or was married?
Yep, I got a judgment in the reverse with a judgment card.
See, Aaron.
I'm just okay. She is.
And should I stay or should I go?
Now, is he married or in a committed relationship that he's trying to get out of?
Not married, but in a long time.
I just wanted to make sure because
Not married, but what?
before I read this, I knew it was either one or the other, but you've been sensing another part. Okay, listen. Okay, so now that I got that information, I know what they're trying to say through all of this. I do feel that when y'all are together, you have a great time. Like, it is very flirtatious and like just pure energy. Like, there's obviously a lot of feelings there. I do feel like there are outside influences that are trying to, again, bring some red flags to your attention and telling you to keep an open mind for, potential suitors, whatever. It could even be things you're telling yourself because you're not getting what you want right now, but you know what you want. So, now with the whole freedom and the love and, all the ways that I'm together just shows you just how real this all is. But on the bottom of the deck, we have free from judgment and free to love, right? It's this freedom to express these emotions and just allowing yourselves to be what you are together. If you have to, and again, we all have to remember too, like, listen, if you are in an unhappy relationship and you have someone that, you're feeling all these things for, like, I think it's making him realize how unhappy he really is. Okay? And I'm never going to suggest that anyone leave a committed relationship for someone else in hopes that it's better, because I think everyone should have some time to grieve, especially if it's been a long-term relationship or a marriage. You need that time to process, okay? Do not trade one out for the other. I'm just saying. But you do what you do. Like, everyone's going to do it on their own terms. That's just my suggestion, all right? but I do, like, when I was tapping into his energy, I was literally brought to tears. Okay, there's so much pain that's happening on his side right now, especially when it comes to this committed relationship. It is the wedding card, but it didn't really feel like that. They might have talked about it at some point, because I do feel that this is a very, you know, it's pretty long term. To them, it feels very committed, but with the Eight of Cups being attached to it, it's like there's so much dissatisfaction here. In his mind, it made sense before, until he met you. You flipped everything for him. Okay, I just need you to know that. You made him realize that he deserved more out of love and what his version of love looks like. Okay. Not only is he completely distraught within this relationship because now he can't unsee it, right? It might even be with the red flags on his side too. Maybe he's not showing. I feel like he ain't showing up for you the way that you're hoping for, because we have the Six of Swords, which tells me you're ready or willing to walk away in order to create more peace in your life. But with the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles tells me he ain't showing up. Especially not with the offer that you're looking for. But with the Eight of Wands, you know, I feel like you keep sending these little tidbits out, like, well, you know I want that. Like, can we just stop playing? You know, it's like these little flirtatious text messages to keep reeling them back in. But the moment he starts feeling these things for you, and how flirtatious and, you know, romantic that it actually starts feeling, is when he starts panicking. It's panic. I felt like my heart was being shattered. I felt like I was just in a disbelief of what I was feeling and what my emotions are trying to tell me. And this is bringing a lot of burden on him because he already has prior engagements. But I feel that with the Magician and the Emperor being here, your meeting you made him realize not only his potential, but his worth. And that scares him because he's never felt this way about himself, and now he's actually having to look back at his choices and how he's not only interacted, how he's believed, how he has chosen the wrong ways to express himself through love, and what love actually even meant to him doesn't even mean the same anymore. So, like, you just sparked this whole new release for him. And I mean, he's fucked up in the emotions, I'm just gonna tell you that. Like, he might not be telling anyone else, but there's some heavy, like, my chest feels heavy still, and it's because he's putting a lot of this weight and this pressure on himself. And the fact that with the Three of Swords, I feel that he's almost to this point of, do I leave this thing that might be comfortable and familiar, but solid, and everything that we work towards together, even though I'm not happy, right? Like, I'm not really satisfied because I obviously don't feel this way with her, you know? But is that just another lust-filled stage? Like, I'm getting a lot of messages from him. There's a lot of confusion here. But what he also has to understand is that all of this meeting was not just happenstance. Like, you were brought into his life to trigger all these new beginnings, manifest the life that he so desires as the Emperor. And he has to take action on that. Okay? Now, I do see that if he's not willing to put in the effort that you so desire or, you know, hope for, and not come in right, then you know, you're willing to walk away. But one of you know this person is a good person for you. Like the romantic chemistry that you have together makes you feel like this is a soulmate, a true love, like someone you could really see yourself with. I almost feel like you can't keep your hands off each other. So it's kind of keeping like, you know, even if it's light flirtatious or more, but you know, last one. You know, I feel like the lesson here for you is about, again, choosing those conscious connections, which for him too, like, and seeing this, I've pulled this several times tonight and I'm getting a different message for you. It's like, do I stay with these connections that feel lackluster? Let's see, dim, gray. I mean, there's a physical body there, but there's no light, there's no color. You know, and it's like you're turning away from these connections that aren't bringing vibrancy into your life and looking towards the ones that are, right? And it's about taking these necessary steps in order to unload this baggage of everything you've been carrying within the relationships and you know, the baggage of other people's expectations, and allowing that to just unfold and be let loose so that you can vibrate at a higher frequency, because you've been carrying a lot of weight too, right? 10 of Wands. This is carrying a lot. I mean, this suitcase is full to the brim with light just waiting to explode, right? There's all these transformations and this energetic upgrade that's happening within you that's ready to be released through vulnerability. Right? And so this is one of your biggest lessons, but again, you're not afraid to move on. And, you know, again, sometimes we have to. We have to be able to live ours regardless of, you know, they're learning their lessons. They got to make the same decision you do, right? You can't just wait around and, you know, but it's also about being free from that judgment. If he's in a relationship, allow that to come to a natural close. Let him come to that decision himself. Realize that he deserves to have more of these conscious connections that bring vibrancy into his life. Now, I will say I pulled some messages from his higher self too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mirroring and raising the vibration, man. That's what this is all about.
I feel it. Hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also feel like, I don't know if this has been recently or if this is going to come up for you, but this connection is like you're raising your vibration so much, and when you raise your vibration so much and let go of the things that no longer serve, any gifts that you're supposed to have in this world, because I get that I don't know what it is that you're supposed to do, but your mission work is either going to start coming up or you've already started on it. I get the feeling that it's going to start to come up. But whatever you're meant to do in this world, you're going towards that path right now. Whatever your gifts are in this world. Most of the time when I channel a message that easily in the beginning, that's a clear indication of me picking up on your energy, right? And what you can do, what you bring to the table. And I feel like this connection is guiding both of you in the directions you're supposed to go, whether that means apart and to the right path, or whether that means y'all can walk it together. But to be completely honest with it being the soulmate, and there is a strong magnetic attraction here, I'm really getting that it's up to y'all. Whatever way, if y'all want to go together, if y'all want to go apart, it's the right way, because the way that it's going so far, it is raising y'all's vibration, and it is triggering the change that needs to be changed, that needs to take place, and it's building the foundation for what you are here to do in this life, your gifts, all of that. I feel like all of that is going to start to come in for you.
Only way to that Four of Wands is through that porthole, and the portal is that pain, is that all that shit that you guys are mirroring and triggering each other on, right? Like, this doesn't stop when you come into union. It just gets like everything starts coming up, right? But now you have the chance to either be with each other and work through these things, right? And say, look, I love you, and let's do this together, and just keep staying that. And it becomes, Oh, like I told you, it's a blessing, but it actually becomes something that brings you to closer together, that brings you strength, right? It builds strength within the connection because you're being vulnerable as fuck with all these fears that are coming up to be released and transmuted into love. It's the most beautiful thing that you could be offered is a trigger. So, like, you can either use that for your advantage or walk, but like I said, if this is divine connection, you ain't getting away that easy.
Which I will tell you, with the messages that I got from his higher self. So this is actually a deck that I channeled from the Divine Masculines, and they work for soulmates too. You can ask Danny and Brooke. They work.
Oh, I love that deck.
But on the bottom of the deck, it says, I knew from the moment we met this was something special. Your eyes draw me in. That smile gives me hope, and you activated something within me.
My.
You know, I do feel that this is that perfect tie-up of, like, everything. Like, you know, you're making him realize that these relationships he thought made him happy before don't really, and now it's just completely changed the game. There's just something about you. But listen, if you think that this, yes, he just wants to enjoy the time together and let things have a natural flow to it. He's not wanting to control it too much, okay? But understand that him being away from you is literally eating at him. It says the separation is eating at me, and this is why I said I wasn't going to tell your business, but I'm going to read the card regardless. Okay. I miss the sound of your voice, the taste of your lips, and the softness of your skin. I think of this a lot when I'm alone, and I'm fighting myself right now. Why do I always let my pride get in the way? So he wants to be around you. He wants to share that intimacy with you, but his pride, his guilt, and his ego keep getting in the way of him making a clear-cut decision, because he knows something special. You have activated all these changes within him, and both of you are learning to open up your heart more without having so much judgment and just being free to love each other the way that you so deserve. But I do feel that there is a very strong connection. He can't show up for you right now because, listen, he is going through some really hard stuff. Like, I have not felt a divine masculine like that in a while. So when I say dark night of the soul, they're in the trenches right now, okay? So be patient with the process. Live your life. Step in a mission. And, you know, see how it shifts in a few weeks or something, because we're always constantly evolving, and this is the energy now. So I do feel like both of you are bringing a great awareness to each other and really getting down to what really matters most, and that's enjoying life and the connection.
All about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And if you gotta go, you gots to go.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Sure. I missed the chat, y'all. My phone died. I missed seeing y'all what y'all were saying.
Oh, your phone died.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. So if that's it, well, it's 2 hour past, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's all that came in. We're grateful for all y'all for showing up. We love y'all.
I do want to say too, Andrea, like, I don't know if y'all necessarily picked up on anyone in particular on his side. And this is what I'm saying. Do you know if he got out of a committed relationship before he met you? It could even be residual energy that he's still stuck on. But there's this pain still attached to a committed relationship. That's what I'm saying. So if you don't know of someone that he's been with for a long period of time and he wasn't in a relationship when you met him, then I mean, I wouldn't look too much into that. You know what I'm saying? because it could be residual.
Almost sounds like some Aquarius energy, right? Where like things happened in the past and you detach from them so much. Don't look at them so much that it just becomes a part of you and you don't even realize it's there, but you're bringing that up and he's having to look at it.
Okay, so he had a very bad breakup with his baby's mother, and it was very bad. That's the feeling that, like, that pain that I'm feeling, that you would know, like, if he was going through this, you know, because the pain's very serious. Like, whatever it was, it's a doozy. He could just be still trying to walk away from that, especially if he has a child. You know, we both pulled the children card. So especially with a child being involved, you know, if she's, listen, I got some baby mama stories of my own. Like, I know how it goes, okay? You got a crazy baby mama on the loose. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. It makes it hard. It makes it really hard, especially when they're super protective over their children. And so take that into consideration. He might still be healing from this relationship and still trying to figure out the dynamics of how it works, of them having to co-parent before bringing someone into his life, like, long term. So, but he's got a lot of pain there. Dude. Yeah. And I mean, his heart's full of pain. Like, I feel like she's got a hold on him somehow, and it's probably over the child. So just take that into consideration, okay?
Beautiful.
But yeah, I wish you the best.
Nice reading the close.
Yeah, it was a beautiful one to kind of wrap up on too, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That was a nice reading to end on.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Jess, you wanna lead us in a closing ceremony?
Thank y'all for being here with me. I love y'all so much.
Do you want me to close out, Annie?
Oh, please. You read my mind.
All right, guys. Well, I thank you so much for being here for us. My beautiful soul sister, Brooke, and my soul bro, Danny. We appreciate all of you so much for trusting us with these messages, for allowing us to be that channel between heaven and earth to bring these messages to you today. I ask that the portals between us and spirit be closed now, and all of our energies that have been compatible with each other this afternoon and have integrated with each other now be separated and go back into the rightful energy that they belong to. I thank Spirit for all the beautiful messages that have come through. I thank you, everyone, for showing up, not only for us, but for yourself, and doing the healing work and trusting the messages that have been provided. I ask that the portal now be closed and our energies become balanced, in tune, and in alignment for highest good. And I thank everyone for being here tonight and being such special people in all of our lives. Is there anything you would like to add?
Namaste, my friend.
Yeah. Blessed be. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back 2 weeks from now. Friday night. I don't know what date. Oh, I need to know what date because I might be gone. Oh, the 25th. Yeah, we'll still be here. So we'll be tune in back on Brooke's channel, Empress of Duality. If you haven't subscribed to her, oh my God, dude, you absolutely, it's time. It is time to be blessed. So yeah, we'll be on Brooke's channel, Empress of Duality, on the 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that, I want to send you guys so much love. Thank you for tuning in to NCT this week. And there's a lot more to come from all of us. So definitely subscribe to all of us and just like receive the love that we have to give you. Love you so much. Namaste.